Last week, I read a story, and I think it was in the Daily Mail, so it must be true. Actually, for the record, it was in This Is Money, but I think the story originally broke in the Mail. But anyway, Richard Baker died, and his will left everything to his wife, Janice. Sounds fairly straightforward, except he'd been married before and had children from that first marriage. I'm Nino Cafaro, I'm a solicitor, and I'm going to talk to you about loopholes and just plain poor planning. So Richard had a son, Clive, and he told Clive that whoever died first between him and his wife Janice, that their respective estates would pass to the other, and that when the surviving partner died, the joint estate would be divided equally between Clive, his sister Kath, and Janice, his son from a previous relationship. Now Richard dies, and his estate passes, as planned, to Janice. One day, Clive notices a for sale sign outside the home his father had owned for decades. And the neighbours tell him that Janice died a couple of months earlier, so I'm guessing they didn't keep in touch. And it turns out that after Richard died, Janice changed her will and left everything to her only son, leaving Clive and his sister Kath with nothing. Of course, he tried to challenge it, arguing that it went against his father's wishes, but it didn't really, because Richard's will left everything to Janice. So when he died, it all became hers and she could do with it whatever she wanted. Now, is that a legal loophole? In legal terms, a loophole is a way to get round, say, a clause in a contract. So the fact that Richard's children received nothing wasn't a legal loophole at all. It seems to me it was just a case of really poor planning on Richard's part. Now, this isn't uncommon with the type of wills that Richard and Janice made. There's no mechanism to stop the survivor changing their will later. And there are ways to protect your estate from going to your partner's children from previous relationships, making sure it goes to your children and without compromising your partner after you die. But you need to take advice from a solicitor who specialises in this area of law. Go to a general practitioner or do a DIY type will, and you're in the hands of the gods, figuratively speaking. Well, and literally after you're dead. Anyway, if you found that useful, hit the thumbs up. For more videos of me talking legal, hit the subscribe button.